Dude, let's go.
Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Untamed Outdoorsmen, and today we are back. We're in the garage. It's a rainy, gross day out here, and I figured this would be a good opportunity to talk about my newest reel. So this actually came in today, and this is the Shimano Metanium 150 XG. So this reel is a want item. It's not a need item, but it's a want item. You know, this is definitely a pricier reel for sure. I want to preface before I even start the video that, you know, you do not need this to enjoy bass fishing. This is definitely a luxury item. This is not something you really need, but it's a fun thing. This is awesome for the channel. This is a great video to make. But yeah, this is definitely something that we're going to be using quite a bit. We'll talk a little bit more about the rod that it's going on and the setup that it's going to be going on in a minute here. But this is the Shimano Metanium XG. So 150 means right hand, so this is a right-handed Shimano reel, and XG means extra high gearing, so the 8.1 to 1 gear ratio. A couple of notes about the box. So we got the Metanium XG logos all across the side. You got the MGL spool, which is basically eliminates the inertia when you cast, which helps out quite a bit. And then the core solid body, which is, these reels are actually a magnesium-based body, which hold up really well long-term. But yeah. So then you just got some general information on the bottom. But yeah, let's open this guy up. All right, so we got a few different things in here. We got a very big booklet on your instruction guide. We don't really have to go too far into this, but it does give you some line requirements and stuff in there as well. So you get all the line requirements for every type of reel, the 150, 151, and then all the XGs and stuff like that. So you do get that. I'm not gonna go through this whole thing. You get a parts list on here, and then I'm assuming in here it's how to order them as well. But this is a full parts list. Just some general information. Shimano no longer includes lubricants with its products. So just a heads up, it says it right there too. All right, so let's get into it. And this is, I believe, the newest Shimano Metanium, because the place that I ordered it on was advertised as the new model. So, all right, guys, here we are. So I apologize for if there's any shade or anything, but this is the all-new Shimano Metanium, 8.1 to 1 gear ratio, right-handed. So this thing is, right off the rip, very, very light. I can tell right away how light this thing really is. It really, if I had to guess, a couple ounces at the most, but this thing is light. So you get, right off the bat, I can tell the shape of the reel is very similar to my Shimano Chronarch that we unboxed in an earlier video a few months back. Very similar to Shimano Chronarch in that regard. But again, this has the MGL spool on it, which is that really low inertia spool, nice and smooth. Really, really strong build quality. So it's got that core solid body, which is magnesium based, and this helps it be lighter. And so a lot of people will actually, and especially in the way that I'm going to be using it, I'm going to be holding the reel a lot like this. Like fully gripping the reel around the rod with my hand on the reel. This is really good for that because the sensitivity doesn't get lost through the reel. A lot of the cheaper like plasticky reels, if I were to fully grip the reel here, you would lose some of that sensitivity on your rod, but not with this Metanium. You still get that same kind of sensitivity on there. So this is a really high quality setup here. You get the micro module gearing, which is that really smooth buttery gearing you get on a lot of higher end Shimanos like this, even like the Corrados and stuff like that. It's that really smooth motion. With a lot of cheaper reels, if you really feel it, you can actually feel the gears kind of turning when you reel in your reel, kind of with a lot of the cheaper models, with a lot of cheaper brands and stuff like that. You'll actually feel that. Not with these at all. So these are that really smooth. You don't even feel the gears. You're just moving the handle. It's so smooth. And yeah, so you get your drag here. Okay, so just a couple of things in this sheet here. So a couple of the characteristics: you get 10 ball bearings plus 1 roller bearing, so quite a bit of bearings. Not that it honestly really needs it. These Shimanos are always wicked smooth. Even like the Corrado Ks and stuff like that, they are wicked smooth. So the bearings, you know, they're great to have, but these Shimanos do a better job with less bearings. Like you'll notice in like even like the Luz and even like Quantum stuff and stuff like that, you'll notice they mark it having really high bearings, but you'll notice that those feel noticeably worse compared to these Shimanos, and even the SLX DC, which I think only has like 4+1. So these Shimanos don't need a lot of bearings to be really good, but it does have them. Yeah, so this is just kind of the rundown. This is just the first impressions video of the Shimano Metanium MGL. But here we go, we're gonna get to the braking here. So this is the SVS Infinity braking. So this is a really high quality braking system. You get the adjustment on the outside of the reel here. You can adjust that to whatever you like depending on the reel. I'll just keep that at 1 until I put it on a rod. And then you get even more if you just pop this open. Okay. So similar to the other, Corrados and things like that, you get your brake engagement here. So this is to activate the SVS Infinity braking. As of right now, it is turned on, but if I were to flip it the other way, it'd be turned off. But they are turned on right now, so we're good. Yeah, let's get this back on. Okay, good. So guys, this is a fantastic reel here. This is actually the #1 reel I have in my arsenal right now. This is the top tiered reel. This is the highest priced reel I have, the most expensive one. I thought this would be a really fun video to make just because, we're gonna use this so much for the upcoming years here. This is gonna be something that's a staple of my arsenal for years to come. So, speaking of that, this is going to replace my 13 Fishing Inception reel that I had on my lightweight Texas rig setup. So that was like kind of my odd man out reel, and I've been looking to replace that one, and this is gonna do that. So, like I said, this is going to be for light duty Texas rigs. So things like 3/8 ounce Texas rigs, 1/4 ounce, 3/16 ounce, and even like 1/8 ounce Texas rigs, and sometimes weightless Texas rigs. So this reel really excels with light duty stuff. I know a few people who actually put this on their BFS setups. We really should get into BFS fishing at some point soon, but not today. So these reels really excel in a wide range of applications, ranging from really light gear, which is what we're gonna be doing, and relatively heavy gear like medium duty swim baits and stuff like that. So like I said, 1/8 ounce Texas rigs, 1/4 ounce Texas rigs, and sometimes even weightless Texas rigs will be thrown on this reel, and I think this reel will do fantastic with those things. So yeah, guys, this is just sort of an introductory video. This is not a long-term review by any means. This is just an unboxing, going over some of the characteristics of it. But we will be doing a long-term follow-up on this when we do our 2025 rod and reel arsenal video in a few months. So definitely stay tuned for that. There's still plenty of time left in the fishing season to be able to use this quite a bit. So yeah, this is gonna serve really well. This is now my most expensive reel that I have, right ahead of the Chronarch. But yeah, guys, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for all of our upcoming long-term reviews on this reel, and we'll see you guys then. See you later.